Hi, this is Dorothy Garner. I'm here to talk today about personalized learning to all the student body of the university. Personalized learning is instruction that offers pedagogy, curriculum, learning environments to meet the individual student's needs. The experience is tailored to learning preferences and specific interest of different learners. So today we're talking about the personalized learning environments, the learning objectives, and the content, as well as the method and the pace may all vary. Personalization also encompasses different instruction that supports students' progress on that particular subject matter in order to master it. Now, I want to talk about some of the different things according to this article of discussion from Dreambox Learning, where it talks about the different ways to personalize learning. One topic of discussion that they have said is personalized learning promotes student agency. We know that science of learning, that students' ownership and agency promotes learning. We also hear consistently from employers and teachers. They look for people who are self-directed. And so we need to guide students to setting their goals and objectives. What are the benefits of personalized learning? Decades of research has shown the benefits of personalization and being different in the way that they personalize the learning. While a term may be felt like a fad, personalized learning is about good teaching strategies, have been classrooms for decades. So what are some of the ways that can make a difference in the personalized learning? More time for teachers to focus on each student. Instructional models centered around personalized learning provide time for teachers to focus on each student in different ways. For example, students spend time understanding students' interests, study projects, or to consider in one-on-one tutoring, teachers tutoring, getting into know the needs of each student. They support by doing things like reviewing their past work, working together on current assignments. Blended learning, the path that many of district partners choose. Teachers often use time and space differently to give students more time and partners to choose. More student-centered and engaging, tailored to individual needs, skills, and interests. Students' personalized learning enables students to take ownership of their learning. Students feel happier about the learning process. The classroom becomes a space of discovery, joy, and school becomes a place where they want to learn. The course may be enjoyable, challenges in which they want to engage. More prepared for college and careers and citizenship. You know, the industrial era is over. We cannot teach students the way we have been taught. The traditional model of education, born age of not one size fits all, doesn't meet the needs of modern economy. Personalized learning gives our students personalization educational experiences. Now, I did some research on another article read, and this article is from Boxlight, and the author of this is Christy Newsmeaner. Her article talks about 6 ways to increase personalized learning in the classroom. Let's just paint a picture. It's mid-year, time to really evaluate students' progress. What kind of growth have they made? What goals still need to be met? What about those state assessments that will be here before you know it? Here are some of the easy tips for increasing personalized instruction and maximizing your students' growth. Number 1, set goals for your students. What better way for your students to keep on track of setting their goals is truly a lifelong lesson. Setting goals to help students gain focus, give direction, and can be a big motivator. Guide students to see where they are now academically and where they need to be by the springtime. Have students take ownership and develop their own goals. Now, number 2, student conferences. The first tip lends itself to this step. It is important for students to set their own goals, yet it's imperative for you to guide them along the way. Setting time aside to meet each student individually and discuss their goals will help them find success. Create a document of some kind so they can remember everything that's been discussed. A template, or maybe they have some type of notepad that they can keep memory of this. So your student can write down their goals. Then they can create a plan of action to determine how the goals have been met. Check in with the students periodically to see how they're progressing and offer encouragement along the way. Number 3, give choices. During work time, it is important for you to give students choices. This can include flexible seating or maker space. Giving choices creates independent workers and holds them accountable for their own goals. For example, if one student has a goal in writing, give them more time to write papers or create flashcards with wording. He or she may choose technology to research writing topics or old-fashioned pen and paper to tackle writing goals. If another student has a goal to learn sight words, have a magnetic letter so he or she can spell the words. When conferencing students, they may have some interesting and unique ideas to help them to meet their goals. Listen and let them try. You may learn a thing or two that you can pass on to your next body of students. Learning apps. There are many learning apps out there that allow students to work at their own pace. Some of these apps will give students an initial assessment before they can get to work. The apps advance students when they are ready and may align with Common Core standards. Let's also talk about number 5, individual work bags and tubs. This may take a little time initially, but it pays off in the end. Give that student a bag or tub containing learning activities suited to their specific needs. For example, one student may have addition flashcards, sight words, or appropriate leveled books, comprehensive questions, etc. Any other student may have multiplication flashcards, higher level sight words, specific writing topics for those who need help in the writing. During work time, students can use their individual materials to accomplish their specific goals. This will also create an independent work student and gives the student choices as they work, which will be motivating. Periodically, as you conference in with the student, pull out their work and review it with them and make any necessary changes or additions. Lastly, number 6, independent projects. Allow the students to create and explore the topics that they have learned about by giving students the type of freedom that they will be more motivated and engaged in the learning initially. You may introduce a topic such as the moon or stars. For this student, naturally is curious, can lend itself future discovery, such as space events or concentration camps. Students can research, build, create, and collaborate. So, in conclusion, not one size fits all curriculum will not meet the needs of each student. It can be hard. Make transitions from traditional settings into personalized learning. It is still a work in progress. It's hard to give up that control. Start small, collaborate with your students. Don't be afraid to make mistakes along the way. Use these steps, and it should really be able to help you to implement personalized learning in the classroom. And again, this blog is by Mimo.com. Arthur is Christy. New is Meyer. Thank you so much for listening to my podcast today, and have a great day.